which are required. We'll have to understand that a business can offer superior customer value only if it lowers the cost or it offers differentiated products than those of the different competitors. And this offering this value requires resources. We have different examples like Serum Institute, Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson. They need well-equipped research and development laboratories, a good team of scientists, patent rights, etc. to manufacture medicines or COVID-19 vaccines. So resources are required for offering superior customer value. However, having resources is not important. Its capability of turning these resources into customer value and profit, that is important. For example, we have Shell to make money from oil. It needs not only resources but also the ability to find the oil and turn it into something that is useful to the customers. These resources can be of two types: property based or knowledge based. Property based resources may be tangible, example like plant, equipment, financial capital, and or the resources can be knowledge based, that is intangible, like non-financial resources like patents, brands, copyrights, trademarks. All these are knowledge based or intangible type of resources. Further, these resources can be divided into three different parts or the three different types, like financial resources, human resources, or operating resources. That may be operating resources which are required for operation of the business, like the premises, the machineries, transportation facilities, or those are operating resources. Then we'll move on to the capabilities and competence. So as we have understood that having resources is not useful. However, converting those resources into value to the customers, that is important. Like we take this example again, patients do not buy the patents, technology, whatever technology or patents the company may have, the research and development laboratories. However, the customers are interested to buy medicines. What they are interested or what they want is the value in terms of quality medicines at a lower price. Then we'll turn on to the strategic resources. The strategic resources which are helpful to add value in long term. How we can identify those attributes of strategic resources? There is a VRISA analysis. By understanding these attributes, we can identify different strategic resources for a particular business. This VRISA means value. Are these resources which we have are of value to the customers? Rareness. Are the resources which we are utilizing for business, are these rare? The immutability of the resources. Are those resources immutable or can it be copied by the competitors? Sustainability, that is how are the resources sustainable for long run? And appropriability. Appropriability means are these resources appropriate to deliver value to the customers? Then the next aspect we'll have to understand while starting any new venture is opportunity analysis. Whatever opportunities the entrepreneur is looking at in and around, all those opportunities need to be identified. Those opportunity analysis can be of three phases. First is opportunity identification. First of all, the opportunities need to be identified. Secondly, the opportunities need to be matched with the organization. opportunity organization matching, whether these opportunities which we are thinking of exploring, those opportunities, to explore those opportunities, do we have those kind of resources? That organization and opportunity matching need to be there. And then opportunity need to be evaluated. Each opportunity which we are observing, that need to be evaluated, maybe qualitatively or quantitatively, so as to understand the feasibility of going further with that opportunity. Then another is innovator or imitator. The entrepreneurs may be of the entrepreneurship or creating a new venture, maybe of two forms, like innovator or imitator. There may be innovator kind of entrepreneurs who are innovating something. That innovation may be in terms of new products, the new markets, or new methods of production, or restructuring of the enterprise. So innovation is the important component. And then there are imitators who adopt the different strategies, products, services, or processes of the innovators. Such kind of imitator type of strategy may be adopted mostly in underdeveloped or developing countries. Going further, once we have done any opportunity analysis or strategy to go ahead, we have to have a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis means the analysis of different strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. First of all, these strengths. Strengths are those aspects of an organization which are internal to the organization, which are under the control of an organization, which can give advantage to the organization over the other competitors in the market. The example of strengths may be the branding, the lower cost of materials, superior management talent, better marketing skills, good distribution skills, committed employees. Then the weaknesses. Weaknesses are also internal to the organization, which are under the control of the organization. So those weaknesses can be overcome. These weaknesses poses the disadvantage to the company related to the different competitors. These weaknesses may be of different types, like limited financial resources, limited distribution, limited or higher costs, out of date products, or out of date technology, weaker market image, poor marketing skills, or limited management skills. Then there are opportunities. These are external to the organization. These opportunities are the different attractive factors that represent a reason for organization to exist and develop. So these opportunities can be taken over, and the company can develop a business with the help of all these opportunities that presents organization to exist or develop further. These type of opportunities can be of different types, like rapid market growth, changing customer needs, tastes, new uses of product discovered, economic boom, sales decline for a substitute product. All these can be opportunity for business. Then there can be the different threats. Threats are the different external factors. These threats are not under the control of the organization. These type of threats can be the entry of foreign competitors, changing customer needs or tastes, rival firms that adopting new strategies, or increased government regulations, or economic downturns. Why we do this SWOT analysis? The main purpose of this SWOT analysis is to help the decision makers or the entrepreneurs to share and compare the ideas, to bring in the clearer common purpose and understanding of different factors which can contribute to the success, to organize the important factors linked to success and failure in the business world, and to provide linearity to the decision making process, which allows complex ideas to be presented systematically. Is it understood to you all till now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Going further, there can be internal and external environment analysis. Once we do the internal analysis, that is SWOT analysis, we can have the internal as well as external environment analysis. Internal environment, that is the within the organization, and the external environment, that is external to the organization. That external environment can be of two types, that is micro as well as macro. The different factors which are included in this internal environment can be the promoters values, mission objectives, management structure, internal power relationships, the company image, physical facilities, research and development, human resources, internal relationships like jobs, wages, safe and hygienic workplace, and security. The external environment and the micro environment can be different factors like customers, suppliers, the competitors, public, the financiers, the marketing intermediaries, and there can be macro environment, that is broad environment. In external environment, that is different economic factors are there, social and cultural factors, demographic factors, political factors, natural factors, technological factors, and global factors. Then we, after that, we what we intend to do is industry analysis. Industry means the group of similar companies. So while doing this international industry analysis, we need to understand first of all the size of the industry, the how many similar businesses are there at local level, countrywide as well as global level. Then what is the growth potential for that particular industry, locally, nationally, as well as globally. Then competition, who are the different competitors in that particular industry, which businesses are your biggest competitors, how you are going to compete with these competitors. Then different trends in that particular industry, what are the different popular products or services in that particular industry, what are the predictions about upcoming trends for that particular products and services in that industry. Why do you need to know the changing trends, and how can you use that information to make yourself future ready for product, service upgradation and inventories. And there can be different opportunities in that particular industry that we need to observe, that what type of opportunities are there, and what type of opportunities are there in coming years, as well as those who gain advantage or competitive advantage. Those opportunities we need to evaluate. We'll move to next topic in this unit. Is the PPT visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So further, we will have to understand what is embryonic companies and spin-off. Embryonic means the initial stage of a company, at the starting point of any business is referred as embryonic company. This stage will be characterized by idea, feasibility, verification and demonstration and commercialization. So those businesses which are at initial stage, we can call it as embryonic companies. And what is a spin-off? Spin-off means it is a creation of independent company through the sale or distribution of new shares of existing business or division of a parent company. That can be called as a spin-off. So when existing company starts a new company or new business out of the parent company, we can call it as a spin-off. We take the example of one of the company, assume a company like Mica Limited, which has different cosmetic products like lipstick, sportswear, or other products like handbags or shoes. So once that company realizes that sportswear segment is doing well, since the company's primary segment is cosmetics, it is not able to focus on the sportswear segment. So this company decides to spin off the sportswear company as a new division on its own with an independent management team, CEO, resources, etc. Moving on to the another topic, that is Porter's 5 force model. Porter has developed this model of 5 forces to understand the competition in a particular industry. Is this diagram visible?
Yes, sir.
So according to Porter, these are the different 5 forces, like competitive rivalry, that is number of different competitors, quality differences, other differences, or switching costs, or customer loyalties. Then there can be another force like threat of new entrants. There can be a factor like supplier power, then threat of substitution of the particular product, and another force may be of a buyer's power. These are different 5 forces which Porter has described to understand the competition in a particular industry. Going further to discuss the business model. So first of all, we'll understand what is business model. Business model is a rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value to the customers. So business model can be a framework, or it is a rationale or a justification how a particular organization create, deliver, and captures value to the customers or the society. So to understand this business model, we can understand this business model canvas of comprising of 9 building blocks. These 9 building blocks can be, the first block is customer segments. Second is value proportion. What are you offering them? What is that getting done for them? Do they care for the value? Then the channels. What are the different customer segments want to be reached through which interaction points? What will be the channels? Then customer relationships, revenue streams, key resources, different key activities. Which of the different key activities do you need to perform well for your business? What activities are crucial? Then X will be the key partners, which partners and suppliers leverage your model. Who do you need to rely on? The cost structure of the business. All these are the different 9 blocks which can describe how a business can create and deliver value to the customers. Then we'll have to understand what is the 7 domains of John Mullins. John Mullins has developed these 7 domains to understand and analyze a particular business, whether we should go for that particular business or not. So to take those type of decisions, this type of framework of 7 domains which has been created by John Mullins can be helpful. These 7 domains are, the first domain is market domain at micro level, to understand market attractiveness, whether the market is attractive. Second is market domain in micro level, that is target segment benefits and attractiveness. There can be industry domain at macro level, that is industry's attractiveness. There can be micro level industry domain, that is competitive and economic sustainability of the business. Then domain related to the team can be mission, aspirations, values, propensity for risk. Or team domain can be ability to execute on CFS, that is critical success factor for the business. And the team domain can be different connections or networks, which are comprising of a value chain. All these are 7 different domains which John Mullins has defined, which can help the entrepreneur to take a decision whether to go for the particular business or not. Then we'll move to the entrepreneurial opportunities in emerging, transition, and declining industries. So when entrepreneur decides to uh, take on different opportunities, so he can have these three different types of industries wherein he can take up the different opportunities. Like there can be opportunities in emerging industries. These emerging industries are created by technological innovations, emergence of new customer needs, or shift in relative cost relationships. The different examples can be upcoming 5G telecom services, convergence of artificial intelligence, ML technology in e-commerce, retail, telecom, and healthcare. So these different emerging industries can be a good source of opportunities for an entrepreneur to start business. Secondly, that there can be different maturing industries. The growth rates are reaching at a saturation stage in different maturing industries. The growth rates are saturated, the growth rates are stabilized. Then these firms in the maturing type of businesses or industries, the firms compete for market shares, and competition is concentrated on cost and service. Firms can find opportunity by rationalizing the product mix combined with correct pricing and right buyer selections. Firms also can work on different process innovations to survive in the maturing industries. Then there can be different decline industries wherein there can be absolute decline in unit sales over a sustained period. Then demand is unsure, and there are different exit barriers. So the firm has to keep competing amongst falling demand with costly price wars. So in this maturing or the declining industries, the effective leadership can help to survey the firms through identifying niche in the particular industry, or they can have harvest or nurture the different relationships, and lastly they can think of divestments from that particular industry. Then another topic is entrepreneurial opportunities at bottom of pyramid. Bottom of pyramid means the large segment at the bottom of pyramid, that is the lower socio-economic class, that is huge or large people, billions of customers are at there at bottom. So this is a untapped potential wherein the entrepreneur can find out different opportunities by creating different products at a lower price, uh, good quality products at a lower price, which can be a good strategy for having tapped this potential. So there can be top line growth with new sources of revenue or large latent demand. Latent demand means that demand which is unstated, or that demand which is hidden at the bottom of pyramid. That demand can be explored through having opportunities at bottom of pyramid. There can be different entrepreneurial opportunities in social sector, like different possibilities of creating a business, like in terms of different aspects of waste management, deep cleaning services, or green infrastructures, or water management. There can be different entrepreneurial opportunities in digitalization. So entrepreneurs can find out different opportunities in digitalization, like digitalization of marketing activities, digitalization of selling, digitalization of different processes, digital different digital products as well as services. Then we will move on to the different aspects of, or the functional aspects of the business, which entrepreneur need to look at when he is thinking of any entrepreneurship venture. The first is the marketing aspects. The marketing aspects, maybe in terms of different product pricing, distribution, promotional strategies, the different market characteristics which the entrepreneur need to examine or analyze, maybe the size and growth of the particular market, stages of product life cycle, stage of market development at which that particular market is, the buyer behavior characteristics, socio-cultural environment, physical factors, marketing institutes like communication media, distribution systems, marketing services, the condition of industry like competitive size, technical development, and different laws and regulations which are related to marketing. Then there can be financial aspects of a business which need to be looked at. The different potential lenders and investors would want to know whether the entrepreneur has worked out in terms of forecast for the sales, account payables to the suppliers, cost of goods sold, then inventory, operating expenses, taxes and other liabilities of the business, accounts receivable, other items, collection of debts, and loans and advances. So while dealing with financial aspects and the loan or investment proposal, preparing of these loan or investment proposals, entrepreneurs should state the different information like the purpose of particular financing, amount required, different plans for repayment of debts, and attractive exit strategy. What will be the strategy for exit? Then organization and management. When that business is at initial stage, initial startup and revival stages, entrepreneur has to change the role from founding entrepreneur to manager who has transaction orientation that allows him or permits him to maintain psychological distancing between his personal lives and business decisions. At this initial stage, he tend to focus more on operational tasks and solving organizational problems at initial stage. Going further as the venture grows, he should be able to handle the management functions like planning, organizing, controlling of the businesses. He should be concerned with gaining new resources, finding expansion capital, the increasing manpower, and developing new products or services. And at the later stage, as the competitive forces increases and the venture evolves towards maturity, he should become capable of consolidating the assets and repositioning his venture so as to further grow the business or sustain into the market. Then the different forms of the business entrepreneurship can adopt. The different forms of business can be sole trading, sole proprietor, the partnership firm. There can be joint Hindu family business. There can be a joint stock company, or there can be a cooperative society. Related to the networking and alliances, the networking and alliances are the collaboration between two or more firms that join together on a loose or non-contractual basis. There are different firms. They no longer manufacture their products on their own. However, they have a complex network of companies which can supply them complex products. Different strategic alliances are comparative agreements between two or more companies to work together and share resources to achieve common business objective. Each company maintains its autonomy while gaining a new opportunity. While there can be a strategic alliance also, the strategic alliance is an agreement towards two or more independent firms to cooperate for the purpose of achieving common goals such as competitive advantage or customer value creation while remaining independent. Then there can be another strategy which an entrepreneur can adopt by buying an existing business. So we'll talk about what are the prospects of buying an existing business. Buying an existing business could be one of the entrepreneurial option in which buyer takes full ownership of a particular business. The advantage of this having an existing buying an existing business is that having a existing blueprint that can include important factors like established customer base. The customer base is already there, defined operating expenses, and fully trained employees. However, there can be disadvantages of buying an existing business. The disadvantage can be the business may be for sale because of either not making profit or non-profitable, or there may be prevailing problems which may be inherited with the purchase of existing business, or there can be capital required to purchase an existing business may be too high. Therefore, that existing business may be disadvantageous. Moving to the another aspect in venture creation is understanding the different critical risk contingencies of the proposal, scheduling and milestones. The different contingencies or different incidences during the venture creation that need to be understood. What are the different major events or critical risk factors and activities which constitute progressive checkpoints that provides entrepreneur with a set of control for monitoring the new venture. So all these critical or major events need to be identified during the venture creation process. Those major activities may be lining up the facilities. In lining up the facilities, that may be choosing different locations for particular physical facilities, selecting securing a lease or purchasing store, assuring transportation facilities, the dealing with legal issues like zoning ordinance. The facilities may include different fixtures, furnitures, equipments, parking space, and necessary renovations. Then testing the prototype is another major event while creating an enterprise. So testing in prototype, a working model of innovation used to be tested or demonstrated for checking and ensuring its practical capabilities. Then third major event may be hiring personnel. So summarization of human resource requirement with information on number of personnel and type of skills required for management and technical staff. That is a critical event. Then another critical event may be acquiring inventory. So about inventory, description of inventory control plan, right from the inventory purchase methods, inventory management, and logical inventory forecasts. So once all those different types of major activities or critical incidences are being identified, the entrepreneur need to schedule, do the scheduling after start of business activities. In scheduling, you need to have periodic performance reviews at different intervals. He can have this performance review of the different promotional policies, different manpower record. Weekly performance reviews can be recorded by an entrepreneur to review the progress of an entrepreneurial venture. Then under scheduling, the entrepreneur can have meetings with the stockholders at a regular intervals. The stockholders are the real owners of the corporation and corporate benefits from the introduction of new value-added products or necessary services by the entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs meetings with stockholders are essential to protect their interest. So having meetings with stockholders at a regular intervals may be the part of scheduling. Another part of scheduling may be planning of different special promotions designed to position the business in a new market. Entrepreneurs can design special promotional activities so as to increase the sales volume by implementing different plans based on quality products and reasonable marketing strategies. So special promotional programs can be organized from at a regular intervals so as to increase the sales volume. So with this, your unit number 5 is also over. So do you have any queries related to the different topics which we have discussed today?
No, sir. Sir, ये